Good morning, Chakra sir.
Good morning, Mr. Sanjeev.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Devendra Dhiya. We will just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. The people are joining in.
Sir, we are live on YouTube now.
Okay, wonderful. Good morning, Bhikkhu Sang Sena ji.
Haji, good morning, good morning.
And Jai Bharat, Jai Hind. I take this opportunity to extend a very hearty welcome to Bhikkhu Sang Sena ji at Plum Skills Expo on this special session. Sang Sena ji is a soldier saint of international repute. Why I say he is a soldier saint? He has had the privilege of serving the great Indian Army and then taken a decision to come on the spiritual path. That is how I call you today, Swamiji, as a soldier saint. He has touched and changed the lives of millions of people on this earth with love and compassion. He is a great advocate of world peace and disarmament. He is not only a spiritual giant, but his institute, Mahabodhi International Meditation Center, is involved in a big way in humanitarian and relief activities. His Shangri-La team has been moving all across Leh and Ladakh with the sole aim of work, walk, and pray for world peace. Mahabodhi International Meditation Center has contributed immensely towards fight against corona pandemic, both through preventive measures and meditation techniques. He is an internationally recognized and respected Buddhist, spiritual, and social leader. Our subject today is how goodness and love can diffuse situation between two nations or can remove enmity from the hearts of two nations. Swamiji, now I request you to give a discourse today on this subject, and we all are ready to listen words of wisdoms from you, Swamiji, and from high altitudes of mountains. And hearty welcome, Swamiji.
Thank you so much, Janasab. Thank you so much. Please allow me to begin our very important programs with short prayer. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami. May all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Devas and Nagas, saints and sages from all the directions of the universe may kindly look at all of us who have gathered here and shower their blessing upon all of us for the success of our coming together this morning. Our distinguished guests of this morning and all my dear respected participants and of course, our very dear Major General T.K. Chadda Sahib. Very, very good morning to all of you, and the warmest greetings to all of you from the coldest lane of Ladakh in the high Himalaya. I do hope you are all safe and well, and now ready to spend sometimes a little bit differently than we usually spend in our day-to-day life. I'd like to express my deep appreciation to General Chadda Sahib and our very good friend and supporters of my organization, Mr. M.K. Gupta ji, for inviting me to be part of this important program. What you call is Plum Skill Expo, organized by IPSC, FICCI, Skill India, NSDC, and this is really a timely programs you have thought of. Well, all of us are well aware that the last year has been a really very, very stressful, fearful, uncertainty, impermanency for all of us. Now, I think humanity is slowly again recovering and gaining its strength towards the normal life. While we are busy in our respective, different businesses or livelihood, we all have to be busy with something to earn our livelihood. But I think if you look carefully, if you look carefully, our focus, has not been holistic. Our focus always have been some sort of imbalance or focus on one-sided, not holistic. Whatever we do, the business or job, whatever, ultimately we do this to enjoy happiness, enjoy peace, enjoy harmony, and there we really need to now rethink about how and from where the true happiness, the unconditional happiness, the everlasting happiness comes from. Usually, most people think that happiness or peace or contentment or respect, regards, positions, we get it by having more material wealth, the external things, the material things, the status in society. I think this is not correct. So this is not holistic. So there is a need, while we are doing a different type of business, developmental work, and so many things, as you know, we human beings need to think the other side of our life, or you can say the inner aspect of our life. That is what we call it dharma, we call it spirituality, we call it meditation, we call it knowing our atma, soul, mind, heart, emotions, right? So that aspect of our human life has been ignored, has been neglected. That's the reason that despite of unthinkable, unbelievable achievement in the field of science and technology, the fundamental questions of humanity, that is peace, happiness, harmony, friendship, brotherhood, is is not achieved. It's a still question mark. Friends, as you know, today humanity, what they have not achieved, they have climbed and conquered the highest mountain of the world. They have landed on the moon. They have went and touched the bottom of the oceans, and they have invented all kinds of machine robots for our what you call cleaning the floor, cooking the food, washing the clothes, and to take us from one place to another place higher and faster than any strongest bird can do that in this world universe. We have achieved everything. We have explored the atom, and what not today we have achieved. But our question is that have all this achievement brought contentment, peace, harmony, security, safety, what we want, directly or indirectly, whatever human beings, each individual, society, country, they do so many things to achieve these things, but that we have not achieved. So there is something, fundamentally something has gone wrong. And from my view, from what I think is that we need to now change our attitude. We need to change our thinking, from very, what you call, traditionally very close, limited, that we traditionally, we are confined to my own religion, my own nation, my own tradition, culture, belief. That's how we have been living in the past. But now things have changed. Now the development of science, technology, communication, all this have reduced the size of the world to almost like a village, one country. Things have changed. Today, we can have breakfast in New York, lunch in London, probably dinner in Ladakh. So this is the situation. Today, when we see when a big company, few hundred or a few thousand people are working, these people are from all parts of the world, from all parts of the world, different nationality, the different race, color, and different religions, but coming together, working together in one company. So this aspect of our society, we now need to think and change from the what we call fixed boundaries of our own area, ideas, religion, nationality. We slowly must broaden our mind, and we must include the whole world, what we call global family. That is what we require. All the crisis, the war, the brutal killing in the war and hatred, all these things are happening in the name of that we are different from you, you are different from us, my race is different from you, my religion is different from you, my nationality is different from you, you are different, you are not like us, not like me, so we don't trust you, we don't believe you, you are dangerous, you may harm us, and before you harm us, we will finish you, we will kill you. Exactly, this is what's happening in this world, dear friends. We must understand that this idea is absolutely wrong. This idea is dividing us. This idea is bringing war and hatred. This idea is bringing brutal killings and divisions. So to overcome this division, this problem, the insecurity we are all feeling, we need to develop a new vision, new wisdom, new understanding for the whole world. What is that new understanding, new vision, new attitude? That whether you are American, whether you are European, whether you are Asian, whether you are Buddhists, Muslims, Christians, whether you are black and or white, or whether you speak English, Hindi, Hebrew, any language, but fundamentally, we are same and the one. Whether you are American, European, Asian, whether you are Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Hindu, whether you are black or white, whatever language you speak, whatever culture you follow, we are all born in a similar way. We are all growing in a similar way. And all of us, since we are born, one day we will have to leave, we will die. And all of us drink the same water for our survival. All of us breathe the same air for our survival. All of us share the same planet, same earth, Mother Earth, no difference, same. We all live under one sun, one moon, one sky. Where is the difference, my dears? Where is the difference? And if you look at this body, same. Every human being has 2 eyes, 1 mouth, 1 nose, 2 ears, 2 hands, 2 legs, and small heart somewhere here. And inside this small heart also the same desire, the same wish, isn't the same wish, same desire and wish to live peacefully, happily, harmoniously, safely. Desire to live, wish to live without all these fears, worries, tension, violence is what we see. So where is the difference, friends? No difference. Absolutely no difference. We are not strangers to each other. We are not enemy to each other. We are member of one family, the human family. We are all brothers and sisters. We are born in this world to pray together. We are born in this world to meditate together. We are born in this world to serve each other, love each other, help each other without hurting and harming each other. Yeah, and sing together, dance together, celebrate life together. Life, this beautiful life, the beautiful human life is not for war, not for killing each other. This beautiful human life is for celebration, to live divine life, experience divine life here and now. Yes, this is it, dear friends. This, do you see this? Two hands with different size of fingers on each side. So this nature or the God has given us different size of fingers to hold each other, like this hold, to handshake, hold, and do painting, plant flowers, trees, and do creation for creativity. These 2 hands are not for punching, right? If these 2 hands are for boxing, for punching, perhaps we would have born with this, without fingers, without different size of finger, because if the main purpose of This hands is for punching. This finger have no use, no use. So we should have been born like this. But natures have given 5 different, different sizes of finger so that we can hold each other, so that we can construct, so that we can create, so that we can plant flowers, trees, and fruit trees, and do painting and all these things. So most unfortunately, dear friend, something has gone wrong. Mm, uh, that there is a very old story which you all know. When the first time human beings was created, God told Adam, you don't eat that fruit of particular tree, huh? Particular fruit tree. Don't eat that fruit. But human beings, out of curiosity, out of what it calls ego and whatever, they eaten. And that is what we look today. Human beings have eaten too much of unnecessary knowledge, which is also a source of problems. I started a school here, dear friends, for children. I wanted to start a different type of school because I see a serious defect in the modern education system. Modern education is, what we call is money-making educations. Outside information uh, educations, and outside or information or money-making oriented education. Uh, as a result, today our young people have acquired so much knowledge, and we do not know what to do with it. Students are asked to acquire the knowledge of for 10,000 years or 1 million or 10 million years ago, what was the world looks like. Students are asked to acquire knowledge what is on moon. Students are asked to acquire what is in space. Students are asked to know what is in the center, in the depth of the earth. With the result, our young generations, they know so much about the external world, but they know very little, or they don't know anything about oneself. I think the purpose of education, the first objective of the education is to know oneself first, before knowing the universe, before knowing the world, before knowing 1 million year history, before knowing what is on moon, before knowing what is on Mars, before knowing what is in space. First thing we have to know ourselves, who I am, from where I have come, and which direction I'm supposed to go, and what is the best way of living, the art of living. This is the first thing to know. But unfortunately, in our school, colleges, universities, the most important subjects are not taught. In the long list of the subjects the students have to study, the most important subject, knowing yourself, how to, the art of living, how to live peacefully, happily, harmoniously, and friendly, loving and serving, caring and sharing with each other without hurting and harming each other. That subject is missing. So what is the use of having so much knowledge if we do not know how to live so meaningfully, so happily, so harmoniously, so compassionately from morning to evening? The first thing for us to know is how to begin the day in the morning. When we open our eyes, how to start the day, how to continue the day, how to end the day. That we do not know. At the moment our actual life is hodgepodge in Damadol. Don't know what is happening, what I'm speaking, what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, what I'm doing with my these hands and body, what I'm thinking, whatever I see, I do, I hear, you know, whether they are in the right direction, what the consequences of would be, what the type of life I'm living, we do not know. And then we are trying to acquire a knowledge what is in the space. The first thing for us, how to open when we wake up from the sleep in the morning, we must start the day with smile. We will start the day with love. We must start the day with compassion.
There appears to be some technical problem.
Yes. Hello. Yes, I think we are again connected.
Yes, we are connected, Bikuji.
The internet connection is connected unreliable, quite poor. I do hope. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir, we can hear you very well.
Oh,
Please continue.
Wonderful. I pray that this internet will work another 10-15 minutes to finish our program. Here in the Himalaya, the internet connection is quite poor and not reliable. Hopefully it will work for us today. Yes, dear friends, our subject today actually discussion, love and the goodness. How through love and goodness we can have a better understanding and friendship and avoid the inhuman war and hatred. So certainly the power of love excels all other power. There is no greater power than the power of love. Yes, and compassion is the ultimate flowering of love. If every human beings, spares sometimes for prayer, for meditation, for cultivating this universal love, the universal compassion, the world will be certainly different. We have so much chaos, conflicts, war, hatred, division, because we are not moving inwards. We are not cultivating this divine love, this compassionate love, the universal love, the goodness. We're not developing. We're just dealing with the physical level. We're just dealing with the material world things. So I sincerely pray, hope that all the human beings will understand that we are something more than the physical body, not just physical body. We are not machines. We are not machines. We are not piece of matter. We are not just physical body. We are something more, deeper than the body. We have the Atma, we have the soul, we have the heart, we have the mind, by which we are not aware. We have ignored that aspect of things. Dear friends, human beings, need love, compassion, prayer, meditation, just like we need all the things, all the material things in the supermarket to keep our body, physical body, healthy and clean. We need all these things in supermarket. But exactly we need love, compassion, meditation, to keep our heart, mind clean and healthy, right? So unfortunately, they're all focused going only, going to supermarket, shopping, getting things, those things, and then inside our inner body, our inner part of our life, the soul, mind is getting and poorer and poorer. So I'm full confident if we human beings sit down, pray, meditate, and develop the love. Through love, we can resolve all our misunderstanding, all our conflicts, confusion, border dispute problems, because we are all human beings. All human beings wants to live in peace. So, as our Major General T.K. Chadha Sahib mentioned, that very unfortunately, last year, a lot of tensions, a war-like tension was built up on the India-China border in Ladakh, which really was a serious concern not only for the people of India and China, but it was a concern for the whole world, because these two countries, India and China, as a two powerful, were emerging powerful country in Asia, and both the countries are well equipped with all kinds of destructive weapons, including nuclear energy. If it goes out of control, it can be a disaster for the whole world. So we are all very much concerned, and we, in our own humble way, organize peace campaign. I personally, with my team, visited these border areas, visited all the holy temples, offer prayer for the peaceful solutions of the border conflicts and to avoid war. And we took relief distributions to the village people in the border area. The people in the border area was really scared, very scared. We already had so much fears, worries, uncertainty created by the corona pandemic. And then in addition to that, we had the border tension, all the military soldiers, officers with all the what we call war equipments have got collected there. Both sides were so terrible. And in addition to this corona pandemic, the border tension, unfortunately, Ladakh have experienced repeated earthquake last year, repeated earthquake. Fortunately, no much casualties. So now I'm so happy. I'm sure all of you, all the peace-loving people also will be so happy that some sort of understanding took place between these two countries, and these tensions in the border area have now de-escalated from both sides. To some extent, they have moved back, and this is nothing else give me greater joy than to hear this, because my life, my humble small life in the Himalayas is dedicated for promoting peace, world peace, promoting compassion, universal compassion, harmony. So as a promoter of world peace, it's truly gives me great joy. And I want to take the opportunity to express my profound thanks and gratitude to all the people who have supported my peace campaign, who have joined my prayer for the peaceful solutions from India and from worldwide. So many people, responded and supported me in this peace campaign. I think, now we do, we pray, or our prayer continue. We do hope that these two countries will again restore normalcy, not only restore the normalcy, but genuine friendship. These two countries, India and China, of border neighbor, we are neighbors. We cannot remain enemy forever. This ancient two civilization, two great countries who have an ancient culture, ancient wisdom, must come together. And in the past, the whole world was led by Westerners, always Westerners. We were like always servants. Now is the time of Asia. Now is the time for India and China to join together and lead this world. Lead the world. Need not only economically smart person, not only intellectually smart person, but the world need the leader with our ancient wisdom. India has been the spiritual guru for the whole world, and is now even much more is required. We are very fortunate to have a great leader like Shri Narendra Modi ji, which I consider is a karma yogi and totally devoted to the development of country. So I think now what we used to have in ancient time, waging war between two countries. That time has gone. Now we are in a new world. That past is gone. No more war. War is not civilized. War is not the solution. Lord Buddha said, repeatedly, Nahi vere na verani, sammanti da kudachanang, avere na cha sammanti, esa dhammo sanantano. Hatred is never appeased by hatred in this world. By non-hatred alone is hatred appeased. This is the law eternal law. Darkness cannot be dispelled by darkness. Fire cannot be extinguished by fire. Hatred cannot be removed, cannot be overcome by hatred. Hatred must come by love alone. Darkness must be removed with light, right? Fire must be extinguished with opposite quality coldness, water. Yeah. So, yes, dear friends, and I think this time is running out. As you know, I am speaking to you all from the top of Himalaya, known as Ladakh. Ladakh is Shangri-La, a land of 3 M's, the land of monks, monasteries, and mountains, but no monkeys. So we have managed to create a beautiful campus here, spread over 250 acres of land. I have initiated number of very meaningful projects, education program for the poor children from the rural areas, from the border areas, with a separate hostel for girls and boys. We have a charitable hospital, meditation center, nunnery, monasteries, old age home, and a beautiful meditation center and a guest house for you all. So our last important project is the Buddha Park for World Peace. As you know, the world now desperately need the peace, So to promote love, compassion, and world peace, we have designed a beautiful project called Buddha Park for World Peace, for which our good friends M.K. Guptaji and his colleagues is an important part of it. And I'd like to invite all of you to be part of this beautiful, wonderful projects, Buddha Park for, not only for Ladakh, not for India, but for the world. It is for promotion of peace. I hope you will all join. And we have a beautiful meditation and guest house. I like to take this opportunity. I hope Janice will permit me to extend these invitations to all of you to visit Ladakh, be our friend, be our guest, and let us come together, let us work together, let us pray together for world peace. This world itself is heaven, my dears. We human beings can experience divine life here and now if we know the art of living. What a wonderful human life, if we know how to use it, if you know how to live it. What a wonderful gift. We are gods and goddess here and now. We are blessed with the power to see all the color. We are blessed with the power to hear all the sound. And we are blessed with the power to, express the feeling of hearts through this tongue, mouth, and share with our fellow friends. We are blessed with the power to stand up and walk and reach wherever we go. We are blessed with the power to create whatever we want with the hands. We are blessed, above all, we are blessed with the power to sit, meditate, pray, and get enlightenment or mukti, moksha, here and now, without waiting for next life, without waiting for another heavenly life. We are blessed with all the necessary conditions, favorable conditions to experience divine life here and now. We are blessed with all the favorable conditions to make our home a temple, make this earth a paradise, a heaven. So we all have to realize this. We must all join together, and we all must become a messenger of peace, ambassador of compassion, and bodhisattva. This is what world requires. And welcome, dear friends, to Himalaya. Welcome to Mahabodhi. Let's come together to pray and meditate. And once again, I would like to now express my sincere thanks to our General Sahib, and the honor to meet General Sahib in your office and to discuss together to take up some meaningful projects in Ladakh. We were just to begin. Unfortunately, the corona pandemic interrupted our things, and we continue our sincere prayer for the complete corona-free world soon. And hopefully we will soon be able to visit each other, come together, and resume our service to humanity. Service to humanity, service to God. Thank you so much, General Sahib. Thank you, everybody. Thanks all the people who are together. Thanks for your patience to listen this monk from the Himalayas. I'm not a scholar, intellectual things, but still you thought of worthy to invite you to share some words. Thank you so much. May Lord Buddha bless you. May Lord bless. And if you still have some time, you can have some question answer. I don't know whether we still have times. Yes.
Yes, sir. We will have question answers, and I will now leave the house open for the audience to ask questions. Any questions from anybody?
So we've got people listening from social media, FICCI and IPSC social media handles, and also on the FICCI bike portal, sir. We do have a few questions. One of the questions that's come through is there are people, this is through FICCI bike portal, gentlemen's asked that there are people that decide to go down the path of hatred even after knowing that it may cause self-damage as well. According to you, what can be done to show such people how to take the righteous path, which will help them in empowering them?
You are mute, Swamiji.
Yeah, sorry. There was some interruption. I could not hear the question clearly. If you don't mind, could you?
Most definitely will, sir.
Very simple word.
I'll surely repeat it, sir.
Simple.
There are people that decide to go down the path of hatred even after knowing that it may cause self-damage. According to you, what can be done to show such people how to take the righteous path, which will also help in empowering them, sir?
Yes, sir. Very important question. Generally, people do out of all these things, do out of ignorance, not knowingly. Actually, you mentioned that no consequences would be negative. Still, they come. That is partly egotism, selfishness, etc. So this. The solution is to have the true wisdom, true understanding, that kind of negative attitude, that kind of hate-based things doesn't contribute at all, doesn't bring peace, happiness, That's where we again and again, it's no miracle, again and again we discuss and get what you call engage in discussions that this harmful, you know, hate will be hated or greed or egotism will never bring peace, happiness, or some happiness ultimately. It will always bring destructive result, negative result, which is for oneself, for others. So this, it comes out of ignorance. You're all differences. They're your enemies. You are different. You don't belong to my different nationality. You don't belong to my nation, my religion, my race. Based on that. So if this all people, take up some time to ponder on the merit of pray and this, slowly, gradually, definitely they will understand this is something wrong. They have been thinking this the what you call wrong path or wrong attitude, wrong idea had they developed. Initially all human beings have similar things, but when we have a good company, good association with wise people, gurus, spiritual masters, slowly, we understand. There are thousands of cases. Initially, they don't believe in righteousness, they don't believe in goodness, don't believe in God. There's nothing. But when they came in contact with some good gurus, teachers, friends, guru doesn't mean something special, friend, wiser than him. Then slowly they do understand. Therefore, we need to create more and more opportunity for them to come and sit together, discuss dialogue, the way to develop the right understanding. So we all instead of type for usually this is our way. When somebody is angry, we try to respond with greater anger. This is the wrong way. So we very calmly, quietly, peacefully must create the atmosphere where we can sit together and discuss and dialogue, not kind of to each other. Love, things would change. Would change. Yes.
Any other question? There is one question which has come from Pawan Shah. How can we overcome the fear of losing near and dear ones?
Correct. Yes. This is every human beings experience this before getting enlightenment. So to overcome this fear of losing our dear and near ones, or fear of losing one's life, because we are all growing old. One day we have to lose our life. We have to get separations from all our beloved near and dearest ones. So again, to overcome this fear, one has to meditate. One has to study the teachings of enlightened master like Buddha, Lord Buddha. Nobody, no other great master spoke so much like the Buddha on this topic. Fear of getting old, fear of getting sick, fear of dying, fear of losing one's own life, and fear of losing our near and dear ones. Maybe our parents, maybe our wife, husband, our children, friends. So for this, we have to understand the fundamental law of existence, the law of nature in this world. Not only human beings, not only animals, even the plants, even the Himalayan high mountains of Himalaya, so big, also gradually have to die. It constantly, the whole world is dynamism, is moving. Though we do not see the Himalayan mountains are getting old and slowly changing, but it is changing. But smaller things, our life, we can see more clearly. In this world, there is nothing permanent, nothing stable. All are continuously changing, So this is the law of nature. Whosoever born must grow old, and those who become old must die one day, and those who came together must separate. There is a beautiful teaching for daily reflection, the monks, lay people, that I'm subject to old age, I'm subject to sickness, I'm subject to death, I'm subject to separation from this. This is the law of nature. This is a fundamental law of nature. Because of that, we are actually here. This changing nature is not there, we won't be here. In all the millions and billion people who went before us, they didn't die. Would you find a place for us? So it's changing. This changing nature of existence, we must understand. The moment we understand the law of existence, law of nature, law of life, once we understand, then the fear disappears. The fear exists as long as we don't understand it. And to understand, we don't want to go into this, We generally, we try to avoid this problem. Nobody wants to talk about old age, do you? Nobody wants to talk about death. Nobody wants to talk about the separation. They all want to remain young forever. That's the problem. That's why we have fear. I think we must regularly, spend some time on this topic and the theme fear of life. We said that sometime regularly. I'm sure soon we will understand the law of existence, that fundamentally we are nobody, we are zero. Once we understand I'm nobody, all fear, all problems, all hatred, everything will disappear, and we will be blessed with the new life, a life of, we'll become like flowers and the light, a blessing for everybody.
Swamiji, thank you very much. There are a number of questions, but since after 11 o'clock or around 11 o'clock, network in Ladakh goes down, so we'll bring this session to a close. And grateful thanks for your words of wisdom straight from your heart. Bhikkhu Sangh Senaji, your thoughts of word peace, a message to the mankind to remove enmity from this earth. This is the greatest message you're giving to the whole universe. Comments on our our education system are invaluable. And your last point, which you have mentioned about bliss, how to live in bliss, how to get happiness, how to remain a life of flowers. This is something great which we all need to inculcate in our life. And now I'll request Mr. M.K. Gupta to convey our sincere thanks to Bhikkhu Singh Senaji for sparing his valuable time and coming and speaking direct from the Himalayas to us. We are on the lower regions. The wisdom flows from higher echelons to lower echelons, and that's how it is flowing. And words of thanks from Mr. Mahinder Gupta, please.
Friends, namaskar. It is really our great privilege and a great opportunity to have this spiritual discourse from such a knowledgeable, learned Swami Bhikkhu Sangha Sena, right from the valley of the Himalayas. I could see the vibrations, I could see the rays coming right from there to us, and we feel really blessed for that, Friends, Swamiji is not only a monk who do tapasyas even at the temperature of minus 20 degrees centigrade in a small cottage sometimes. He is a Karam Yogi. I have visited this campus of Mahabuddhi International Center in Leh Ladakh, which is spread in an area of about 200 acres, where Swamiji, by his just own dedication, which was a desert, no rain at all, no water at all, pure sand, has established a heaven on this, a spiritual heaven on this area. He has established there the facilities of the hospital where the children take born from the left out mothers and everything, which are from the society neglected. And he has got the schools for the orphanage where the children grows. He has got the school for young aspiring people. He has the school for the old age. He has got the residence for the old age where the people 90 years old and even 95 years old I have seen live with very great love in this thing. And in the end, after he has got a meditation hall and he has in one corner put a small cemetery also. So you can see that he has got in his campus a cycle of birth to that. I have seen that, And I will say that for getting in this life a small little bit enlightenment, which one must visit his campus and must stay. He has got a very wonderful facilities there. He has set up certain caves right in the mountains, which you can see the Himalayas and can keep the meditating, etc. Also, he is a very, very, I'll say, social worker in that area where he keep conducting world religion seminar and conferences. He has been to the border to ease up the tension, right when the tension was there. And whoever dignitaries goes there, right from President of India to Prime Minister, make sure that he visits there. So I think, my words will be very, very small if I say anything more about him. But to feel experience, I will say that one must visit now. We are very fortunate to get association with Guruji like that. And anybody want to go and see the Himalayas and visit must see there. In the end, again, on the behalf of this thing that Guruji, you spared some time and blessed us all and spread this message, I'm really blessed and I'm thankful to you because I know that your health also sometimes there, but you with all that limitations in the morning, you spared some time and gave us the blessings. Thank you once again, this thing, I think that Vinay Gupta ji want to say something in the end,
Yes, sir, very, very inspiring speech and very, very motivating. Really very, very motivational. Sir, Guruji, I must say that we at IPSC had decided to put up a plumbing skill lab at your center, and we've already sanctioned a budget for it. The corona had delayed us. Sir, we assure you, we would be putting up a plumbing lab at your place, and very soon we'll do it. And we have also, M.K. Gupta ji Sahab has also shared with us the Buddha statue and other things being put up. We will try and put our total support for that project from IPSC and from all our members. Thank you, sir. And you are an inspiration for us all.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I look forward for your visit here, sir.
Thank you,
so
Ji.
much.
Thank you, Sanksana ji. So nice. Thank you very much for sparing your time.
May Lord bless you all. May Lord bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.